world of show business, we don't often get to say this, 4 happily married people on the couch. Not to each other, the Joneses not related in any way. So,
sorry, I need to make an announcement before we...
That'd be so weird. If down the sofa. Anyway, Toe Talks. No, so Ryan, you and Blake have been married for?
Oh God, don't do this to me. 4 years. 3 years.
Are you guessing?
It's 3 years.
I'm starting to believe it.
Yeah, 3.5. Yeah, well, we were going half. You just go, you know.
You guys just...
Yeah.
Okay, good luck with getting to 4. And Catherine Michael, you've been together a long time now.
15. Together 17, married 15.
Will and Jada?
I know that.
Together 22, married 18.
Wow. Very good. But Toby and Karen beat you all.
Together 26, married 1. You know?
Wow.
What happened there? Like, were you saving? I wanted to be really nice. I wanted to be really nice.
Yeah.
Now, what happened?
Well, I think we're...
Sorry, this is none of my business. It's just interesting.
Well, we proposed and accepted about 3 or 4 times, and every time, you know, I proposed once, yeah, let's do that, and then, yeah, we'll do that. And then the next time, nothing happened, and the next time she proposed to me on a leap year, and I said, yeah, absolutely, you know.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. And then the 3rd time, I proposed again, nothing happened. Then we said we've got to stop proposing.
Yes.
Because we couldn't really agree on how to do it. We knew how to do it, obviously, but we didn't agree how to do it, as it were.
We're still talking about getting married now.
Yes, yes.
Proposing. They've got that down.
Man, he proposed.
Is there anything else?
But Olga, you finally got there.
Yeah,
you finally
after 25 years, it seemed like a good thing to do.
Very good. And of course, Ryan married a beautiful Blake, sexiest man in the world, all those things.
Oh,
and yet...
She is the sexiest man in the world.
Yeah. You've done well there.
That's a good shot right there.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Look at you just...
Beautiful and happy.
Yeah.
So annoying.
Yeah.
No, but to cheer us up, when you started kind of being interested in girls, you weren't as that cool or smooth with it.
No, not at all. I was.
Oh, I don't believe it.
No. I went through puberty at like 27.
Really?
It was a freak thing. Yeah, it was not good. Yeah.
Who's the girl? Who's the girl in school? The first girl.
Well, I was obsessed with this girl, Fiona Gorczynski, who she used to take the bus the opposite way of my actual home, and I would get on the bus just to sit next to her.
Wow.
For 45 minutes the wrong way.
Oh, there's something wonderful about that.
There was something wonderful. Yeah,
and moronic.
I love it when you're young, it's so cute. When you're older, it's just stalking. You're like on some kind of watch list. And but I remember when I couldn't have been more than, I don't know, 11 years old, and I was just about to get off the bus because enough is enough. I'm about to enter like Seattle or something. So I'm starting to get off the bus, and I decided to like kind of hit her with like this cool look or something, like this, like one of these like real sort of Don Johnson, Miami Vice kind of thing.
Let me feel it.
Right? You feel that?
Yeah. I threw up in my mouth.
I do this move as I'm getting down off the bus, and I sort of delay a little too long, and the bus doors close on my backpack. On my backpack. And the bus just starts to leave. I'm sort of like doing this like banging on the side of the bus. The bus driver finally stops, opens the door, releases my, idiot backpack, and I could never look at her again.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that was terrible. Yeah.
Well, she's looking at you now.
Yeah, she sure is.
Can you imagine? She's like, he's the guy with the backpack.
He's the idiot with the Ren and Stimpy backpack.
And Catherine Zeta-Jones and Michael obviously married 15 years.
Wow.
And people, couples, when they meet together, they have little rituals and ways to keep the relationship fresh. But you have one involving golf. Is this right?
Yeah, that old thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
I don't think I can handle this.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
I can kick his ass in golf if I say so.
Okay. Wow. But don't you make these bets when you're playing golf?
Yeah, if he duffs a shot and can't get his ball. Over the ladies' tee, he has to take his pants off. Don't drop them.
On the pitch. On the
pitch?
On the pitch.
You're worse than I am. Even I know that.
On the court.
On the course, yeah.
It's pitch and putt.
Crazy golf.
Yeah. But expose himself in some way, yeah.
And does he do
It's
it?
not just my husband, it's any man I play with.
Questions too.
No, he doesn't have a question. He was volunteering to play golf.
Drop them on the course. What are paparazzi doing all day?
No, there has been an issue with paparazzi, but I made him go into the bushes and drop his pants.
Oh.
A deal is a deal.
And now, Will, you and Jada, you're kind of, real kind of Hollywood couple, sort of power couple now. Married 18 years.
That's my wife.
Still interested. Look at that.
Are you looking at her food?
That's not a good... That picture, why did you do that? I'm looking at her like food. like I'm still breastfeeding. It's a good thing that's my wife.
Just before we move on, I must, of course, say to you, Will, because it's been such a weird year because the Oscars and all the controversy and everything. So, and it must be odd for you talking about it because you're kind of part of it. If and the people are talking about your performance, that movie. So, where are you officially now? Where are you standing?
The thing that's most important for me is that the spirit of it has to maintain. There's the media sort of creates the us and them, and for me, there is no us and them. It's we. I'm a member of the Academy. So I felt very seriously that there's a sort of a kind of a regression that in America in general, a regression towards separatism and racial and religious exclusion. So for me, it's more about putting my hand up and, reminding my community, the Hollywood community, that we have to lead, that, diversity is America's superpower. That's what makes our country great. And it's really important. In Hollywood, we've got to be pushing forward even in a time of a wider regression.
Well, hopefully something good comes out of it.
It always does.
Yeah.
As my grandmother said, that's the only thing that can come out of it. If you lead with love and light, good is only going to come out of it.
Wise man. Wise man, Will Smith. Will Smith, ladies and gentlemen, you are here with the film Concussion. It tells an extraordinary true story, which I think, was this story well known in America? Because it wasn't well known here.
It wasn't really well known in America at the time. Since I took the film, it's been really well known. Yeah. But it's the story of essentially there's a brain disease that American football players, and it's actually expanded beyond American football players who rugby and the Australian rules and soccer even. But this is the doctor who discovered the brain disease that the players are getting.
And it opens here on...
It's a big comedy.
No, it's really not, but it is a terrific story. And it opens here on the 12th of February. And I think often in this country, if we hear a movie is about American football or baseball or something, we think we won't get it. But this is really accessible because because it's told from the doctor who also doesn't know American football.
Absolutely, yeah. There's the doctor, he was a Nigerian immigrant, so he came and he discovered the disease. He's a forensic pathologist, so I had to see autopsies to prepare for this role. Oh. Yeah, and you don't go to autopsies. That's as a general rule. And somebody, hey man, we going to an autopsy tomorrow. Just don't go. Don't go. But it was definitely a jarring experience.
Yeah.
Is there no solution to the problem?
Well, what it is that for American football, the helmet actually presents a greater problem because your brain is completely disconnected from the skull, sitting in a fluid. So in the film, we use the illustration of an onion inside of a jar, and it's just free flowing. There's nothing you can do. You can put an exoskeleton over it. You put the helmet over it, but you still don't stop the onion from hitting inside, and that's what happens to the human brain. So
Also, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. I mean, they're not, it's a very difficult thing to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toby, you should not play American football.
I'm not going to take that.
Please, just give that dream up, Toby. Yeah, just give it up. Give it up.
you can't take a man's dream. Like,
Well, listen, we've got a clip. This is you as Dr. Benedict Omalu pleading with a representative from the governing body of football at the NFL. Yeah.
Sir, I am not done. History laughs. If you continue to deny my work, the world will deny my work. But men, your men, continue to die. Their families left in ruins. Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
You sure you want to do this?
I would ask you that same question, Dr. Maroon.
Powerful stuff. You were saying, Dr. Omalu, he loves that this film's been made. He loves that he's now you.
yeah, no, he is. Oh, yeah, look at that's what his face looks like all the time. He is so completely happy. All the things that he suffered, and it's funny. He sent me a link. There was a Nigerian comedian that was talking about my performance in the movie, and he said Will Smith is doing a Nigerian accent in his film. And the haters will say that it is no good. But I think that is not true. I think he sounds like a Nigerian with a concussion.
No, because you're 4 actors, you all have to do accents. But, Ryan, we don't think of Canadians as having accents, and yet you say...
we do.
You've lost your accent, you would say.
Yeah, I sort of trained myself out of it, but, I go back home and it pops up again. It's,
That's all Ottawa.
Yeah.
I hear that's all Ottawa.
Oh, yeah.
It's
right?
Ottawa.
It gets all
I can hear
Ottawa. That's what we
Say
talk
about.
It's well, in Canada, it's a boat.
And that's what I'm saying.
A boat.
Say it the
A
way
boat.
you say
What are you
it.
talking about? What are you talking about? But it's all everything is, it's a bad word, but I'm sorry. So you handle everything with, oh, fuck, buddy.
And is it something about the Canadian accent that makes you a really bad liar?
Yeah, well, we're not good at lying or fighting, really. I mean, fighting is terrible.
That's good.
It's all slappy and it's not very sexy.
But weren't you caught at the border trying to lie?
Yeah. My wife is a foodie, and she loves these apple pies that they make at this place in Vancouver where I grew up. So we grabbed a bunch of them and we were driving back down to the States, and we were across the border. You're not allowed to cross the border with
that's
vegetables.
illegal.
And it's illegal, right?
Yeah, it's illegal.
And this guy knew something was going on, and we get up to the border crossing.
Pie smugglers.
Yeah, pie smugglers. I'm an actor. Like most like Hollywood actors, they have like a kilo of cocaine in their car. Just got pies, but he knew something was going on, right?
He had the pie face.
Yeah,
He had the
totally
pie
had the pie
face.
face. Like
He had a
terrible
terrible
line.
hair
The
as
worst
well.
poker face, worst pie face on. He says, my voice always gets really high when I'm like lying. He was like, you got anything, any sort of fruit, any vegetables, anything like that? I was like, no. And he's basically he just had me on the hook, and he looks at me and goes, "Hey, I remember that. You remember that movie you did? That movie, Just Friends?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "You know that song at the end of it where you sing that's I Swear by All for One?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Yeah. Go ahead." No. Basically, he was saying, "Dance, monkey."
I bet you dance.
I danced. I was singing that thing in the best falsetto I had, and I was on my way through the border eating pie by the next stop. That's how great.
Catherine Zeta-Jones, you famously, for us, you're from Wales.
From Wales.
Yeah, Wales. You're
There's
like,
loads of roads for Welsh girls around.
but finally. But after Mask of Zorro.
Oh, they thought I was Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to go to the red carpet, and they go, you know, in Spanish, I go, hola. And all I said was like, gracias, gracias. They're going to be saying anything about me. I was like, gracias, muchas gracias.
Now, to me, you still have a Welsh accent.
Yeah.
But is that because you're here?
I've been with my mum and dad this whole weekend, and my brother, and it gets stronger. Yeah. When I first met Michael, I'd be on the phone to my mother, and I'd get off the phone, he'd say, "Oh, it's beautiful language, that Welsh." I went, "What are you talking about? I'm speaking English."
I have to say, the night you won the BAFTA, you were suddenly the Welshest woman alive.
It's that humble thing that comes on. He's like, "I'm from Swansea, I don't deserve this."
Because you must have had friends there, American friends in the audience.
Yeah.
You mustn't have known what you were doing. With the, you did the big chant and everything.
I did Oggy Oggy, didn't I? Yeah, I think Wales won that day, actually.
Oh, was that what it was?
Yeah, there was something that jogged my memory about how important Oggy Oggy was in my life, and...
These two are smiling and nodding.
No, I did.
Oggy.
If I did the Oggy Oggy, you'd know what to do, right? We can cheer the Americans.
Okay.
All right. Ready? Oggy Oggy Oggy! Oggy Oggy Oggy! Now you can do that.
Take that home.
Yeah, we're gonna take that back to because ours is like say ho.
Yeah. In Canada, it's sorry about that. That's in the stadium. So not too bad.
Finally, ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Reynolds brings us Deadpool. Yay! I love that poster. Yeah. That poster tells you everything you need to know about this movie. Yeah. That's a really good poster.
Yeah. There's a man in a very tight red bodycon.
It opens here on February the 10th, and this must feel great for you, because this has been a labor of love getting this made.
Yeah, it's been the best and worst relationship I've ever been in. It's 11 years. 11 years I've been trying to get this movie made, and you know, we had a script, we did that about 6 years ago, then we did a little bit of test footage for this movie. That test footage sat on a shelf at Fox for 4 years, and then about a year and a half ago, somebody accidentally leaked it on the internet. Was that you? Super crazy. Wow. Oh, no, I have nothing to do with that, I have nothing to do with that.
Very un-Canadian of you.
Yeah. My mom was like, "What does this button do?" Guess we're making the movie now. And it just went nuts. The people just started writing and flooding Fox with begging and pleading for the Deadpool movie to get made. And within 24 hours, we had a green light. We were making it.
Yeah, is that quick?
It was that quick. It was so undeniable, and it felt really good.
But also, you must be quite pissed off that, you know, you couldn't make that decision for yourselves?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. We tried, but the fans got it made. So there's a great story, too, that this is totally fan-driven in every way.
I guess people who don't know, they'll be thinking, why wouldn't the studio want to make this movie? It's a superhero movie. Everyone loves that. And it is a superhero movie, and it's got all those things. Yeah. But it does also have this kind of indie movie sensibility and a kind of edginess.
Well, it's meta. I mean, the character knows he's in a comic book movie, but he works in the X-Men universe, so he's dealing with other X-Men. He's talking about other X-Men. He's making jokes about Ryan Reynolds. I mean, it's you know, and it's rated R, which is unusual for, you know, Marvel X-Men type movie. I think it's certificate 15 here in the UK.
Yeah, we can take it.
Yes, in China, and in China, it's rated "Go fuck yourself." And basically, they're not showing
Wash
it there.
their hands.
Yeah, so it's sad. I wish they could show there, but yeah. So it's a pretty unorthodox film.
And also, what's great is to reflect like that poster, but also you've done other posters.
Oh man,
unorthodox.
The marketing of this movie has been so much fun.
Are you involved in these things?
Completely. We love it. We're like giddily texting and emailing each other in the middle of the night, like, what if we tried this?
The emoji poster. I love the emoji poster.
Yeah, that was pretty great. Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Yeah, it's Deadpool. But that just started as like as a jokey text message between me and a couple other people, and then the Fox marketing guy said, "We're gonna make that into a billboard." I said, "You don't have the balls to make that." And there it is. Yeah.
And also, you haven't forgotten that it's opening Valentine's weekend.
Of course, yeah.
So we've got
nice.
that.
Nice little. True love never dies. Yeah.
It is, but I mean, and there are references to Valentine's Day in it.
It is. There's a big love story in the film, and then I mean the love story quickly turns into dick-kicking revenge. But still,
And I like how it shocks me that you can, because on American TV you can't say stuff like that. So
no, you can't say it here either.
Oh, you can't.
I'll just be saying hi on the couch when it airs.
I'll just say Deadpool, and then I'll go on to Dad's Army. And also, like, so you didn't just work on the things. You did the voiceovers for some of the trailers. You did.
I did.
The voiceover guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I love that stuff. I do it at home all the time. Drives my wife nuts. It's it's that voice that in a world divided by fear, one man must stand alone. Will Smith, Ryan Reynolds, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Toby Jones, in Graham Norton's pants, rated R.
That's my ringtone. That's my ringtone.
That was really good.
That's Don LaFontaine. That's the best. Yeah, the trailer guy.
I want to see that movie.
Listen, we've got a clip from Deadpool. This is essentially, I think all I need to say, this is you and your crew, a couple of the other ex-people, confronting your nemesis.
Yes. There we go.
X gon' give it to you. Wait for you to get it on your own. X gon' deliver to you.
Go get some.
You gotta do a superhero landing. Wait for it. Woo! Superhero landing. Yeah, that's really hard on your knees. Totally impractical. They all do it. You're a lovely lady, but I'm saving myself for Francis. That's why I brought him.
I prefer not to hit a woman, so please play.
I mean, that's why I brought her? Oh, no, finish your tweet. That's fine. Just give us a second. There you go. Hashtag it. Go get her, Tiger. Oh, I so pity the dude who pressures her into prom sex.
You don't think about it watching the movie, but there is kind of a weird link, because is it true the director based some of the fight moves and the kind of on Muhammad Ali?
Yeah, some of the big fight scenes are, sorry. The other Muhammad Ali right here. Some of it was based on Muhammad Ali. Just that idea that how he sort of got in people's heads. I mean, he was punching them in the brain as much as he was punching them in the face. So a lot of it is that sort of floating kind of thing where he's just, it's a psychological warfare as well.
Because when you were preparing to play Muhammad Ali, so watching tapes, how many hours would you spend watching tapes?
What I used to do is there was a way that his arm moved, and that Michael Mann, the director, wanted me to burn neural passages, right? So I would sit in a dark room for 20 minutes at a time, but for 2 or 3 hours a day, just in a dark room, and I would watch a loop of him doing the jab, doing the jab, doing the jab.
Wow.
Yeah, trying to burn neural passages. It didn't work. It was a bad idea from the beginning.
Damn great, something worked.
And Toby Jones, you've been in some big superhero movies.
I thought you were going to say Captain Mannering. Did I burn something? That was nasty to do.
No, you were in Captain America and Hunger Games. You were in that. Did you get to do stunts?
No, I get to watch people do stunts. And I contrive special powers, because in the Marvel stuff, I'm Arnim Zola, a sort of German nefarious doctor, evil doctor. I'm against Captain America. We may run into each other, I don't know, in the future. But at the moment, I'm just preoccupied with Captain America, dealing with him.
And is it extraordinary for you now when parents tell their children that you are Dobby from Harry Potter?
Well, it is, because I think they look at me and think, well, he's not that big. Maybe he could fit into a costume as Dobby. Are his eyes... there's always a slight moment of assessing whether I'm tall enough. And then I say I'm only partly responsible just for the voice, but then there's always the kind of, can you do the voice on the phone? Can you speak to my mother?
But now, apparently, being Dobby brings with it its own sort of fan mail.
Yes. There's a certain kind of fan of Dobby that you think, well, you're not really a child. You're an adult, and you're asking me to write a little legend for your partner in which you say you've been a really, really bad Dobby. And as you know, Dobby gets hit, you know... Taken in the wrong context, it could be implications of sadomasochism.
Yes. We never imagined Harry Potter would go there. It's very dark, Toby.
Hey, man, I only sent that letter because I appreciate it.
Can I get your email?
Yeah.
And very quickly, I'm so sorry there won't be more Hunger Games because this character deserves a spin-off. That's its own movie.
Yeah.
That is an amazing...
Who is that guy?
Looks like my Aunt Kathy.
Yeah, she's not sending you a card now. And Catherine Zeta-Jones, you've done extraordinary stunt work. You did a lot of the sword stuff in Mask of Zorro.
A lot of the sword stuff in Zorro, yeah, but I think probably my biggest stunt is getting my ass through lasers and entrapment.
Yeah, because now... But did you have to be able to do that?
I'm sorry, was that my external voice? Wow.
We used to watch that trailer.
I remember that scene. I was by myself.
That's burned onto a neural passage.
That one worked. Yeah. Now, Dad's Army hits the big screens next Friday with Catherine and Toby. And Toby, you know, for you, taking on Captain Mannering. I mean, because Arthur Lowe is so loved and it's still on telly all the time.
Yeah, every Saturday.
Yeah, so how daunting...
It was 100% daunting. It was something I thought very, very carefully about. And then I saw the script. But I suppose more importantly, it was seeing the other actors involved. You know, when you think, oh, I can't play that part. I loved Arthur Lowe doing it. And then I saw the kind of actors they were getting involved with the script, and then Catherine came on board, and it became unturned down. And it sort of became a selfish decision that it just looked so much fun to do. You know, sometimes with a job, you just go, in the end, I just want to do those stupid things with those great actors, you know?
Yeah, and because I think that's what makes it... Because I think everyone was kind of nervous, but then when you saw the cast, you were like, oh, hang on, this is a this is a
I want to
good
be
thing.
in that guy. I want to hang with you guys for a while. And
of course, less pressure for you, I guess, Catherine, because your character is new.
Yeah, completely new. I get thrown into Warmington-on-Sea. I'm a journalist doing an article on the Home Guard, and I cause a bit of havoc, really, throughout.
She falls for me.
I can see that.
There's a big love affair that goes on. But exactly the same as Toby said, when I saw the plethora of fantastic actors, this one being right there, I want to be part of it.
And actually, what's nice about it is you don't... I mean, it is a standalone. It's not. It's not like full of in-jokes.
Well, obviously, like a TV comedy's 25 minutes long, and in a movie, what's great about the script is they had to find a way of extending it. And they could do a scale, a story of scale in a way that you can't do in a half-hour studio sitcom. So there's... you know, it's based on a true story, what happens in the movie. It was Operation Bodyguard, where the Allies used can I say this? Inflatable tanks.
Yeah.
Oh, you blew everything. Spoiler alert.
The inflatable tanks won't ruin your enjoyment.
Look, let's see a bit of Catherine, Toby and the boys in Dad's Army. This is a taste of the trailer.
Bravo, Mannering.
Nice front, shoulders back. Sergeant in the Home Guard, not a sack of potatoes.
It's all hands on deck. An enemy spy is operating somewhere near here.
I'll catch him, sir. What does he look like?
We don't know, Frank. That's rather the point with spies.
Stupid boy.
Associated Press. I'm doing an article on the Home Guard. You come highly recommended. You remind me of someone. Winston Churchill.
I like to think that if we met, we'd both be the richer for it.
Oh, yeah.
I took my mom. She loved it. Laughed like a drain.
She liked it, your mum?
She did. Laughed like a drain.
Yeah,
Didn't
my
tell her
mum
to shut up.
loved it.
Yeah. and actually, Dad's Army, did they ever show it in America? No.
It replaced religion in Canada. No, we don't know. I hear it's like the reverend of it. They just love it. They were talking about it all day today when in my junket.
Because when did they stop making it? They stopped making it in 70-something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think
And it's still on
79
every
now.
week.
Yeah, but it
on
reruns
BBC
and
Two.
everybody watches it. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, the figures are great still.
Love that, yeah.
And just when you think you've seen every episode, you turn on and then
Yeah,
everyone
yeah,
pops up.
Wow.
You might need some more promotion in the African American community.
Well, it's music time. I don't know if you're familiar with this lady, but she is stunning. We have been waiting over 3 years for this moment, but she's back now with her second album. Here performing her current single, Overcome. It is a warm welcome back to the lovely Laura Mvula.
Your heart is broken down, 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 and your head don't reach the sky. Take your broken wings and fly. When your head is heavy, low, 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 and the tears they keep falling. Took your broken feet and run. With the world upon your shoulders, nowhere left to hide. Oh, keep your head up, carry on. Keep your head up. Keep your head up. Ain't no time to die, die, die. Even though we suffer, come together, we pray. Come together, all God's children. Round the mountain, all God's children run. Round the mountain, all God's children run. Round the mountain, all God's children run. Round the mountain, all God's children run, run. Round the mountain, all God's children run, run, run. Round the mountain, all God's children run, run, run. Round the mountain, all God's children run, 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 run. Round the mountain, all God's children run, run round the mountain, run.
Simply stunning. Come and join us, do. And thank you to the dancers and the singers. Thanks to all of them. Congratulations. That's Toby. Come and sit down. That's a Toby Jones. It's Catherine. Ryan. Will. It's all good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. excited. Well done, you. Now, I'm hoping Toby doesn't suffer from allergies.
Sorry.
That is gorgeous. Thank you so much for that. Really, really lovely. It's the new single, Overcome, and it is out now.
It's out now.
It is.
Oh, my goodness.
I've heard it on the radio and everything, Laura and Mvula. It must be so nice for you to have a new song
This
out.
is special because, remember, my first ever TV moment was with you.
Yes, it was.
You remember that?
I do.
3 years ago.
Look at you now.
So thank you. Well, I wear feathers and
You've killed a flock of something. And I've been driving the countryside, picking up roadkill, and now I'm back. Well done, you. And there's a whole album, finally, because we really, you know, because the fans, I'm one of them, we've been waiting. So it's called The Dreaming Room, which is a lovely name, and that's out on the 6th of May.
Yes, it is.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, it took me 3 years to come up with some new songs. I'm not ashamed of that.
No, it's a lovely song. I'd wait for it.
Yeah.
It's taken me like 14 years, so.
Well, yeah, it takes
That would
a
take
minute.
me 100,000.
You'd have to die and be born again.
That story's everywhere.
Listen, it's so lovely to have you back. And congratulations on that single. Hope it does really well.
Thank you very
And
much.
can't wait for the album. Laura and Mvula, everybody. All right. Before we head away, just time for a visit to the big red chair. So who's there tonight? Hello, sir.
Hey, Graham.
Hi, what's your name?
I'm David.
David, lovely. And where are you from, David?
From Hungary.
Oh, from Hungary. Okay. And what do you do here?
I have 2 jobs. My main one is a hospital job. The other one is a weekend job working as a receptionist in a gym.
He's got it covered, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Hospitals, gyms. It's all about. He's made Britain healthier while he's been here. Thank you. We all thank you. Okay, off you go with the story.
So I'm originally from Hungary, but my first visit in New York, I was on a Christmas party with a bunch of people I didn't know very long. And it was before cell phones, so there was a phone in the living room. I made a phone call to my cousin, had a brief conversation in Hungarian, and at the end of the conversation, I was like, pussy, pussy, mwah, mwah, mwah.
Ooh.
Oh.
Well, everybody in the room froze, looked at me, and I was like telling my cousin, why is everybody looking at me? And my cousin said, do you know what you just said in English? Because in Hungarian, pussy means kiss on the cheek. So
I didn't mean that here.
But I didn't realize.
I doubt it means that in Hungary.
I didn't realize it either until until everybody looked, and it was children, and it was a Christmas party with kids in there.
No, that's wrong. Spoils it. It spoiled it at the end.
Well, hold on. Yeah. One second. On the cheek. Here we go. There you go. Now you know what I could say.
Dear diary.
A speed bump on his way to pussy there.
You slowed him, but you didn't stop him. Okay, who's up next? Hello, sir.
Hello.
Who are you?
I'm Paul.
Paul, lovely. And what do you do, Paul?
I'm a tour guide.
A tour guide? Yes. Oh, around what or where?
The BBC.
You want me to just flip them?
No, if the walls could talk. And in this... No, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, is your story about that, Paul?
No, it's not.
Okay. All right, off you go with this story.
Well, my son Jay is about 18 now, so he'll kill me for telling this story. But when he was very little, I took him swimming. And it was his first time there out of nappies,